This record is part of the ongoing Backroad Case Files archive and is based on testimonies preserved from a semi-arid cattle region where an unused well had remained, sealed and inactive for many years, standing at the edge of a grazing field and largely regarded as nothing more than a landmark. Residents living nearby began reporting that during the night, voices could sometimes be heard coming from within the well, initially dismissed as wind resonance or irregular acoustic echo. Yet witnesses described the sounds not as repetition, but as delayed responses that did not match the words spoken aloud. Several individuals attempted to verify this during daylight hours and found nothing unusual, with no sound returning when voices were directed into the opening. However, when the same attempts were made after dark, replies were reportedly heard seconds later, occasionally in altered tone or cadence. To examine the possibility of environmental acoustics, a group partially covered the well with boards and soil, after which the responses ceased for several weeks before eventually returning, though witnesses then reported that the sounds no longer seemed to originate from within the shaft itself. Livestock began avoiding the area without clear cause, and one resident later claimed to have heard his own name called while standing nearby despite not having spoken aloud. Practical explanations including wind resonance, wildlife movement, and geological acoustic effects were considered, but failed to account for the change in origin following the well's disturbance. The phenomenon did not repeat in a consistent pattern. However, the avoidance behavior among animals remained. This case remains preserved within Backroad Case Files. If the sounds were the result of natural echo, what produced responses when no voice was present? And if the well had been sealed, what remained capable of answering? Your interpretation may help resolve what the record could not. Additional cases remain under review. Subscribe to follow the archive.